Sarah's police training kicked in immediately. She should call for backup. She should radio in her location and wait for other officers to arrive before entering a potentially dangerous situation. But something held her back. This was personal. This was about her father, her childhood. That mysterious phone call with the ice cream truck jingle. She needed to see this through herself. Carefully, she pulled out her phone and turned on the flashlight. Then she reached down and pushed the basement window open wider. It moved easily, the old hinges making barely a sound. Someone had definitely used this entrance recently. The window frame was clean, free of the dirt and spider webs that covered everything else. Sarah took a deep breath and maneuvered herself through the window. It was a tight fit. She wasn't 12 years old anymore, but she managed to squeeze through, dropping down onto the concrete floor of the basement with a soft thud. The smell hit her immediately. Musty, damp, with undertones of mildew and rot. But underneath that, something else. Something that made her stomach turn. She couldn't quite place it, but it made every instinct scream at her to get out. She stood still for a moment, letting her eyes adjust to the darkness as she swept her flashlight beam around the basement. And as the shadows retreated, she saw it. The basement was exactly as she remembered it. Exactly. Her old toys still sat in the corner, the plastic kitchen set she'd played with, the stuffed animals lined up on a shelf, even her pink bicycle with the training wheels. Her father's workbench still stood against the wall, tools hanging on the pegboard in the same arrangement she remembered. It was like stepping through time. Like the house had been frozen at the moment her father disappeared, preserved like a tomb. But there were new additions too. Sarah's flashlight beam caught on something on the far wall, and she walked closer, her heart pounding. Newspaper clippings. Dozens of them, tacked to the wall in neat rows. She leaned in to read them. They were all about Mr. Peterson's disappearance. Articles from the local paper, dated from 15 years ago. Ice cream vendor missing, read one headline. Search continues for local business owner, said another. Peterson case goes cold, declared a third from 6 months later. But these weren't yellowed aged clippings from 15 years ago. These were fresh, recent. Someone had printed these articles from online archives, and recently, someone had been here, living here, hiding here, studying these old cases. Sarah's flashlight beam moved past the clippings and caught on something else. Her breath caught in her throat. A phone. An old landline phone. The kind with a curly cord attached to the wall. It sat on a small table, and next to it was a piece of paper. With shaking hands, Sarah picked up the paper. Written on it in neat handwriting was her cell phone number, the phone that had been calling her at 3:47 a.m. every night for the past week. This was where the calls had come from, this basement, her childhood home. But who had been making them? Behind her, she heard a sound, the soft creak of old wood. The basement door at the top of the stairs, slowly closing. Sarah spun around, her hand instinctively going to her hip where her service weapon usually sat. But she wasn't in her uniform. She'd come here on her own time, and her gun was locked in the safe in her apartment. Footsteps on the stairs, slow, deliberate, unhurried. Someone was coming down.